Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, and this is the place to be for conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are looking to remove the blocks that hold them back from their purpose so they can manifest abundance and help create heaven on earth. So I did a recent video on feeling like the girl in the plaid pants amongst the sea of jeans. And if you have not checked out that video, please do go watch that. I share a really beautiful story from one of my clients and how that really has shown itself as an important theme for those of us who are purpose-driven entrepreneurs, stepping into our purpose and healing the blocks that hold us back. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about what that looks like. One of my favorite quotes by Steve Jobs starts with, "Here's to the crazy ones." I'll read it to you in a minute. It really stood out to me as part of this conversation, and I wanted to share a little bit more with you about that. And just as a brief recap, I won't tell the whole story again. You'll have to go watch that video that was posted last week. I'll link it somewhere for you. We'll include that link in the description. But I wanted to just remind you or share a little bit more about what it means to be one of the crazy ones. And the story that I shared really points to the fact that we are different. We are made very, very different, and we are sort of like nails on the chalkboard to the status quo right now. And many of us who are here for a big purpose, we are here to assist in creating heaven on earth. We are here to bring in or usher in a new paradigm. We were made different with intention. We are perfectly imperfect for a purpose. And in order for us to shift and change the world, to help heal the world, to help bridge the gap between the old that is no longer working and create a new earth, we have to be different. Not only do we have to be different, we need to embrace our difference. And this proved to be a pretty big, significant challenge for many of us in the early formative years. In those 0 to 7 years, or maybe even 0 to 14, or maybe even you had excellent parents, but somehow you ended up in a challenging high school environment or a challenging toxic relationship later in life. But at some point, likely someone or quite a few someone's people identified or recognized or at least subconsciously felt your difference, and they didn't like it. And that's okay, but it may have caused us to perceive ourselves in a negative light. That people assume we should all be the same, right? We should be normal, right? We should be anything. They should all over us. And when we are ill-received, we are not loved or cared for properly, we internalize that as our fault. And we start to believe that because I'm one of the crazy ones, because I'm different, because I'm a misfit, there's something wrong with me. It's my fault. And therefore I need to wear a mask. I need to shift and change and hide who I am. I need to play small or shrink back so you're not uncomfortable. And that's a difficult wound to heal, but it is possible. That's what I do every day in my daily work. And it's such a beautiful blessing to see people blossom after they have moved through those blocks that cause them to play small. But I want to add to the conversation. Not only is it important for us to embrace who we are and love our differences and be grateful that we are a catalyst for change, but to really celebrate it, to get excited, to go, I'm different. Hell yes, I am different. And I'm here to do something that matters. I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable, and I'm okay with that. You're welcome. It's a blessing to be able to embrace it in that way, to be so excited about our differences that we can't wait to show the world how awesome and amazing our gifts are. That's when we start to shine. That's when we start to do what we came here to do. So I promise I'll keep this quick. I just want to share with you this quote. I believe this was, I'm not going to remember the year exactly. Anyways, after Steve Jobs came back to Apple and he was launching the Apple computer, he had a very unique approach to his product marketing. Many people will give you their feature benefit list and say, look at this amazing cute computer. It's super fast. It's easy to use, da, da, da. Don't you want to buy it? But instead, Steve Jobs spoke to the person. He directly spoke to the individual that he wanted to sell to. And instead of telling them all about the computer, he told them all about themselves. And this was such a beautiful speech. And I'm sure you've heard it before, but I don't know about you. It's been a long time since I had heard it. And when I saw it again, I said, yes, these are my people. This was written for you. If you are a conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneur, if you experience complex trauma or any form of trauma in your early years that has caused you to shrink back, play small, wear a mask, overgive, self-sacrifice, the list goes on. If you identify as someone who's here to make a difference, you have that yearning and that knowing that there is something more that I am made for, that this cannot be that all there is in life. If you know that you desire abundance and wealth and having an impact on the world and making a difference, then this is for you. It says, here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. If that's you, if you know that, if you feel the resonance and the alignment to that deep down in your heart and soul, it's time. You have been tucked away for long enough. The old systems are crumbling and we need you. It's time to heal so that you can shine. It is time to find your purpose. The world is shifting and changing, and you won't be able to hide the way you have been. You won't be able to do menial jobs below your capability, which is, by the way, a trauma response, a form of hiding. Your purpose is your path forward. It is your avenue to abundance. It is your avenue to peace, to joy, to fulfillment, to everything that you seek, but it also is necessary because it's the only way to survive in the world that we are moving into. This is not about fear. This is about getting excited. Celebrate being different. Celebrate being the misfit. Celebrate being one of the crazy ones. Celebrate your differences. Because really, at the end of the day, we are all different. It's just some of them are able to hide their differences better than others, to squash their soul's calling and ignore that yearning and that ache. It draws you towards your purpose. It's time to celebrate being a misfit. In fact, the more unique, the better. Time to heal so you can let us see you, because you are awesome and amazing. And to your pleasant surprise, they will love your uniqueness when you fully embrace it. I love you, my friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Join us in the New Earth Construction Team community, where we would love to welcome you and assist you in moving through the blocks so that you can step into your purpose. That is my mission. My purpose is your purpose. And I can assure you that I will be in your corner until you succeed. Link below to join us. Love you, my friends. Take care. Namaste.